everyone, and welcome back to my channel for another fabulous speed build. Today I am attempting, hoping that I can build a British, UK inspired townhouse thing. I want to preface this by telling you guys, this probably isn't accurate. I was just going for the vibes because I went to London, as many of you know. Thank you guys for tuning into my channel while I was pre-recorded videos and whatnot. But I had the most fabulous time, and I wanted to, build something inspired by my trip, even though I did not see anything like this because London, in my opinion, no one come for me. I'm a very sensitive person. Was like very similar to Manhattan in the sense that it was like very busy, very touristy, a lot of like tall buildings, shops, restaurant, food. They had the shows, and then like culturally, like if you've run around Manhattan, there was always quite a few tourists from like all over the world, and I felt like that was like a very similar vibe. Except a lot of the buildings there were brick instead of concrete, mostly because pretty sure London's been there a lot longer than Manhattan has, but I did not back check that. That's just like a feeling, I don't know. But I had the best time, and I cannot even begin to tell you like how grateful I am to have gotten that experience. I went with one of my really good friends from like childhood, and at one point we were like dancing in a club and we're like having the best time. We're just like being girls. We're just being girls. And I was like, oh my god, like, do you remember when we were like 15 and we talked about how we wanted to be like travelers and we wanted to travel? And like now we're doing it. And she looks at me and she starts to tear up, and I was like, if you start to cry, I'm gonna start to cry. And then she starts to cry, and then I started to cry like a little bit. Were we mildly intoxicated? Yeah. But were the vibes still there? Yeah, because we had a recap of our day the next morning at our great British breakfast where we had beans on toast. I did not. I couldn't do it. I'm sorry. But we had like potatoes, and then there was this weird like meat patty thing, but it wasn't meat. It kind of looked like pressed beans. It was black. We didn't try it. I'm not gonna lie to you. But we had a fabulous time, and we were just like, it was just like, I don't know, really like full circle, because I remember when I started college and I like first moved away and I was just broke and I worked all the time, and I didn't have a super typical college experience because I had to work so much, and like in some odd way I felt like I missed certain parts of like being young and in your 20s, even though I still am, but like now that I'm, now that I've had more time to establish myself, I can actually like do some of these things. And I'm just like really, really grateful. I don't want to cry, like be all sappy, but we had the best time. And I'm just gonna tell you what we did. We were going crazy. What I did not know, because I'm not really into gambling, I hadn't put any thought into it. There were like 8 casinos within a mile radius of our hotel. 24 hours, every single one of them. I was like, what the actual heck is going on here? So, a lot of casinos, and then there were it apparently was busier than normal because Miss Taylor Swift was playing in the UK, like all 3 days that we were there, she was there. I did not know that. I probably would have planned around that, not because I don't love Mother, because I hate people, and I get really bad crowd anxiety, and maybe because I'm American, I think everyone is like dangerous, and like large crowds, large events like that, like they could lead to bad things, and I just get stressed out. But we went out, we went to all the bars. I saw the greatest bar I've ever seen in my life. I'm stealing the idea. I don't care. I will be opening one of these here in America. Maybe I'll quit my big girl job. Just kidding, I love my big girl job. No one strike me down, please don't fire me. But I will be opening one of these. The bar was called Cocktails and Hot Dogs, and they had cocktails and hot dogs, and it was like the greatest place I had ever experienced. One thing about me, and you can judge me for this, rightfully so, honestly, I love me a freaking hot dog. I love when Jennifer Coolidge is like, makes me want a hot dog, that is me. If I'm having a hard day and you're like, you want to go get a hot dog? I'm like, fuck yeah, I do. Absolutely. So that was fun. And then we were just going around. We were making a lot of friends. We made these friends who were all in the Navy. we made these friends who were American, who were there to see Taylor Swift. We made friends with these boys, but then we ditched them because they were like having some weird pissing contest with these other boys, and they looked like they were gonna tussle, and we're like, these are not the vibes, so we left them. And like some of them were from there, some of them were like, yeah, we go to UT. I'm like, oh, I've never been to UT. What? But we were just having a time, and we were making friends with everyone. We made friends with some drag queens, and we were just having like complete utter girlhood. But then we went and did all the touristy stuff. And we went and saw the Changing of the Guard, which was a really cool experience, but we definitely did not like research it enough because we got there like early, but clearly not early enough because people were packed like sardines. And the police are there, and like I'm sure it's really stressful. They've got the horses going, the band is coming, and you've got freaking tourists. And if you've ever been in a position where you have to make people listen to you, you realize that a lot of people are either rude or dumb, and it's very stressful. So we go, and multiple times are they making announcements where they're like, hey, like pickpocketing happens during this event, like grab your shit. I gave Alexis my passport, my ID, and my credit card. Everything. If I wanted to get back to the country for my dogs, I needed at least some of that, okay? And Alexis is like, he's just like looking around, and like I'm just like a really anxious person. Like she was fine. I want to preface that, like it was me freaking out, and I was like, maybe you should sit closer to the rail, maybe you should hold your purse. And she's like, Tiana girl, take a chill pill. And I was like, you're right. And it was fine, and we got to do that. We went and saw Big Ben. We went to the London Bridge. We were kind of disappointed with the London Bridge. I don't know why. I don't really know what we were expecting. We were like, meh, there it is. We went to a Despicable Me pop-up because we were walking around and they were giving away free snow cones, and we're like, if it's free, we're there. And we went and we took some pictures with the Despicable Me minions. We were the only people there without children. I'm not sorry. What else did we do? We went to a couple pubs. We ate fish and chips. We were just having like the best freaking day ever. And then, funny enough, one of our friends from high school was going to the Netherlands, and at least from what I've seen, when you're leaving Florida, there's no direct flights there. There's always a layover somewhere. And her layover, she had like a 12-hour layover in London. So she came and met us, and we got lunch, and it was awesome. And then we got in this big discussion because she went to the bank and printed out money so she could, spend it. And I guess they gave us like the new bills they have there, which has King Charles on it instead of the Queen. And the bar manager, like all the staff was like, we haven't seen these yet, like these are crazy. And I was like, what? And we were like trying to leave, whatever. And he was like, yeah, we don't even like him. Sit back down, get another drink. Oh wait, I'm gonna need to know in grave detail the fucking tea about how the UK citizens feel about King Charles. He was not going to tell us, like he was too busy, but I would like to know if anyone knows the tea. Can you please share with me? I do in fact love gossip and drama, as long as it does not involve me. But like every time a girl from my hometown gets pregnant, that group chat goes off and I am on the edge of my seat. That might be a bad trait, but I need to go to therapy for a long list of reasons, and that is on the bottom. It's on the bottom, and I'm not sorry. I just who I am. The first step to solving a problem is admitting you have one, okay? And I got a big one. Anyway, and then for our last night, because we both had to fly out, and there's like 3 or 4 different airports in London that are not really like near the center of London. So I flew into and out of Gatwick Airport, and I can't remember which one she flew out of, but the smaller airports that were both arguably the same distance away, but on opposite sides. So, we're like, okay, let's not go out and get crazy. We're just going to be chill. So we decided to go to see a show, and I took Alexis to see Moulin Rouge. I had never seen it. I didn't really know what it was about, but I've been to a couple shows like that before. She had never been to one, so it was really exciting. The costumes were incredible. Like, the stage was kind of small seeming, and like there's like 10 or 12 dancers on it. I'm like, wow, you know, like there's a lot of dancers on this tiny stage. And then more would come. It was crazy. And they had glitter and it was incredible. It was so much fun. And like, I get excited about things, but like nothing makes me happier than seeing other people like also enjoy those things. I don't know if that makes sense. But like the whole time I'm like looking over at Alexa, I'm like, are you having fun? And we left and she was like, that was the best experience ever. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. Tell me the truth. And she still swears up and down that she had fun. But the show was incredible. Like if you are like, ooh, what show should I go see? Moulin Rouge was really, it was just really fun. And the costumes were beautiful. The dancing was beautiful. And all the music was fun. It was a lot different than any other musical show I had seen because it wasn't all... Okay, so that was embarrassing. I just talked over myself. Even when I'm talking to no one, I am still a goddamn yapper. But we have made it to the house. This is her. I built it in the world of Hemford-on-Bagley, which is the world that came with the Cottage Living expansion pack. And she's really cute. You can't really tell she's a townhouse from the front, and I did that on purpose just so it kind of like matched with the world, I think. I don't know. Again, this is not necessarily accurate. And I love the landscaping in here. The Debug Cottage Living landscaping items are the absolute best in the game. No one can change my mind. It's just, love her. So you come in, we'll go downstairs, and we'll do the apartment that I built for like a family first, the one on the right. You come in, you have this like little entry, and then we have this apartment, which is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment. I imagine there's a family that lives here. We have like a little downstairs bedroom right in the front. Could also be an office just because like where it's placed is kind of odd, but I wanted there to be an additional bedroom. And the entryway is like really small. I'm so sorry. But we have this little yellow room, and then we have this cute little living space. I absolutely love the sofa that comes with Cottage Living. I'm pretty sure, I can't exactly remember because I built this in like 2 separate days. I'm pretty sure the house is a limited pack house, and I think it's base game, Cottage Living, Discover University, and something else, but I can't quite remember what that is. I don't know why I randomly was like, yep, we're gonna make this a limited pack build, but we did. Then we have like a little dining nook, and then we have our teal kitchen. I don't necessarily think these match, but I just wanted to use them, so here they are, okay? Like, I was just going off vibes. Guys. But then you head upstairs, and it's very cramped in here. Like I said, these are small. And we have another little room, maybe they're twins, another kid's room. And I imagine that this little girl might love art. I like the idea of the balcony. I wanted to have the primary bedroom have the balcony, but it just made more sense in the floor plan for it to be like this. Then over here we have our primary bedroom with an ensuite, very cute. And then this room, it has the little hallway bathroom over here. And I love that. Now we're gonna go downstairs into our other apartment, and I imagine this is for a single sim who's just like living their best life, being an artist, being just quintessential Pookie. And I actually just watched, do you guys know the guy on TikTok, I can't remember his name, who like tours apartments in Manhattan? He's like, oh, can I take a tour of your apartment? And I just watched the video of him touring the woman who owns Love Shack Fancy in her New York City home. Oh my god, go watch it. Stop this, actually don't stop the video. Please watch it to the end because that really helps me out. But after you finish this video, click on another one and maybe watch one more. And then go to TikTok and look up this video because it is freaking glorious. The home they built, it's not all cold and modern and like, ugh. It's like, why'd you ruin the character? This house is gorgeous. It's like a real life Barbie Princess Castle, and I'm obsessed. Okay, anyway. This is our kitchen. It's actually a fair size. I initially wanted to make it an eat-in kitchen, and then have an office, but I tried that. It just was not working. So I like it. I like that I have like tiles in here, and there's like a proper entryway. Then you come in here to the living area, and this is the blue house. I don't know why. I like this. The theme is always a color. Then we have another dining nook. And our stairs, lots of art. This is only a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom, so we have a little like office nook right here. with a hall bath. All the bathrooms in this house are essentially the same, except I changed the shower curtain and sink to like match essentially, but they're all the same. And then we have our primary bedroom right here. There's not a lot going on, but that's because these houses are really small and I wanted to make sure they were functional. Then we have out here, we just have like a little art easel, you know, lots of good stuff. And then I'll do the backyards. In her backyard, you see she has like a little like hangout area, a garden spot, and then over here for the kiddos there's like a little telescope, nothing too crazy. And all in all, that is the entire house. I think this house would be really playable. If you wanted to play with it as separate apartments, you would need for rent as well. Let me, I don't know. What do we call this thing? Alright team, this house is officially on the gallery, and I thought it was limited pack. It's not as limited pack as I thought, but I do think that you could get away without whatever I used from Growing Together, and maybe City Living. Yeah, but anyway, I tried. It's way more limited than some of the other stuff I build, but it's available on the gallery, which is just Tiana305. As always, it's in the description box down below. We have reached the end of the video. I'm sorry for over yapping. I'm kind of embarrassed about that, but thank God I don't rewatch my own YouTube videos because I, again, am a very sensitive person. Anyway, if you've made it this far and you would like to give me a little thumbs up, I would appreciate it. If you have not already, you could subscribe to my channel. I do talk a lot. I do build a lot. I do all the things. And don't forget to drink your water. I will see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.